Hi again, everyone. I'm Olly Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Sarah. Before I get to Sarah's story, please go to the link in the description box. Go to Rumble and watch over there as I'm still monetized, and it'll help out with the channel. On to Sarah's story. Dear Olly, I'm writing this because I'm effing furious, heartbroken, and lost. I need some Olly advice. I've been watching you for a while, and you seem like you know someone who knows who gets it. I need you to cut through the bullshit and give it to me straight. I go by Sarah. I'm 42. My life's been a goddamn train wreck because of my mother. Another woman with borderline personality disorder who decided to play God with my childhood. She stole my father from me, lied about it for 28 fucking years, and left me with scars I'll carry to my grave. I'm hoping you can help me figure out how to deal with the gaping hole where my dad should have been, a man I never got to know because of her lies. I want to share my story on your channel because people need to know parental alienation is real, and it fucks up the kids way more than it hurts the parent it's aimed at. Let's start at the beginning, or at least as far back as I can piece together. My parents split when I was 5. I don't remember much from back then. Just flashes of my dad's laugh, his calloused hands tossing me in the air, and the smell of his truck, like metal and sweat. He was a plumber and a loser in my mother's words, but I'll get to that. My mom, Deborah, was a fucking force of nature, and not in a good way. She's got BPD, wasn't diagnosed until later on, though she never did shit about it anyway. She's a master manipulator. Again, a tornado of emotions that just sucks everyone into her chaos. When they divorced, she told me my dad walked out, didn't want me, didn't love me. She said he was a deadbeat who chose his shitty life over us. I was a kid, Olly. What the hell was I supposed to do but believe her? For 28 years, that was my truth. My dad was a piece of shit who abandoned me. I grew up hating him, cursing his name, wondering why I wasn't good enough. Every birthday that passed without a card, every Christmas without a call, I'd cry myself to sleep, thinking he didn't give a damn. Meanwhile, my mom was spinning her web, making sure I'd never question her story. She'd say things like, "You're better off without him, Sarah. He's nothing but a low-life plumber who will drag you down." She painted herself as the hero, the single mom who saved me from him. What a load of bullshit. That's the borderline. The truth hit me like a freight train 3 years ago. When I was 39, my Aunt Linda, my dad's sister, reached out after years of silence. She'd always been distant, and I figured she was just another part of my dad's family who didn't care. Turns out that was another lie. Linda told me everything, and I swear, Olly, it felt like the ground fell out from under me. My dad, Michael, never abandoned me. He fought like hell to see me. Court battles, letters, phone calls, showing up at my mom's house until she called the cops. He sent birthday cards, Christmas cards, all of which my mom burned or threw out. He wrote me letters begging to be a part of my life. But my mom intercepted every single one of those. Of course she did. She had no job. She told him I hated him, that I didn't want to see him, that I was better off without him. She lied to both of us, keeping us apart because she was pissed he wasn't what she wanted. A rich guy who could give her the life she thought she deserved. Linda told me my mom cheated on my dad. That's why they split. Mom fucked some guy she met at a bar, and when dad found out, he was done. He wasn't perfect. Linda said he had a temper and drank too much sometimes, but he loved me. He wanted me. He spent years trying to get custody, but my mom's family had money, and she had a shark of a lawyer. Well, no wonder she didn't have to work. Jesus. She dragged him through the mud, painted him as an unfit father, and the courts bought it. My dad didn't stand a chance. He was just a plumber working his ass off to pay child support that my mom spent on herself. New clothes, vacations, whatever the hell she wanted. He kept trying to reach me even after the courts gave up on him. I'm sorry. This is tough for me. This is... But my mom ran the show. She intimidated everyone, her family, his family, even friends. No one dared cross her, not even Linda, who she said was too scared of my mom's wrath to speak up sooner. Yeah, she had money. So obviously your mom has some serious money, and that's all that matters in family court. It's all they care about. The worst part, my dad died before I could find him. He passed away at 62, 5 years ago from a heart attack. Linda said he never stopped talking about me. He never stopped hoping I'd come looking for him one day. He kept a photo of me as a kid in his wallet, carried it everywhere. When she told me that, I fucking broke, Olly. I sat in my car and screamed until my throat was raw. I spent my whole life hating a man who loved me, who fought for me, who died thinking I didn't want him. My mom stole that from me. She stole my chance to know him, to hear his voice, to feel his arms around me again. And for what? Because she thought he was a loser? Because she wanted to punish him for not being enough in her twisted fucking mind? My mom's plan was to wait him out. She said she bragged about it once. Or Linda said she bragged about it once, drunk at a family party, saying she'd make sure I never saw him and that he'd die alone, knowing he failed. She thought the whole thing would just disappear when he was gone, and it almost did, until Linda grew a spine and told me the truth. I confronted my mom, and you know what she said? Not a shred of remorse. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, I did you a favor, Sarah. He was a nobody, a plumber who couldn't give you the life you deserved. You should be thanking me. Thanking her? For what? For lying to me my whole life? For keeping me from the one person who actually gave a shit about me. And that's not even half of it. My mom's lies didn't just cost me my dad. They fucked up my entire childhood. After the divorce, she brought in a parade of creepy boyfriends, one after another, each worse than the last. When I was 13, one of them, some sleaze named Gary, cornered me in my own room and touched me. Dick and attention. Always the dick and attention. I was terrified, shaking, but when I told my mom, she flipped it on me. Said I must have let him on because I was too flirty. I was 13, Olly, a kid. 2 years later, another one of her boyfriends, Rick, did worse. He got worse. He got drunk and tried to force himself on me. I fought him off, locked myself in the bathroom, and cried all night. When I told my mom, and I don't even know why I did, she called me a liar and said I was just trying to ruin her happiness. She stayed with him for another 6 months. But of course it did. Nothing comes before the borderline mother's dick and attention. Those moments broke something in me. I grew up thinking I was the problem, that I was dirty, unlovable, and that I deserved it. My mom never protected me. She blamed me every time. And all the while, I thought my dad didn't want me. When he would have fucking killed these guys if he'd known. He would have been there. He would have kept me safe, but my mom made sure he never had the chance. She didn't just alienate me from him. She left me to the wolves. I went no contact with her 3 years ago, right after Linda told me the truth. I don't regret it. Not for a second. My mom's a monster, and I'm done letting her poison my life. But what I can't shake is the loss of his dad. The loss of my dad. Not just his death, but the man I never knew. I try to imagine, what he was like, what it would have been, what we would have done together. Maybe he'd have taught me how to fix a leaky faucet, taken me fishing, or just sat with me and listened. I see his face in old photos Linda gave me, and it's like looking at a stranger who should have been my home. I'm so fucking angry at my mom and the family who stayed silent, at the system who let her get away with it, and at myself for believing her lies for so long. You can't. The one person you cannot be mad at, Sarah, is yourself. And that's the easiest person to be mad at, is yourself. Because we're always, the first ones we blame is ourselves. As shocking as that might be to the estranged parent community out there thinking we're out here whining and boo. No. Understand something. When this shit goes down, The first person we blame is ourselves. The whole purpose of these channels is to get us to stop blaming ourselves. You should really be angry with Linda. Like, what do you mean you didn't have the backbone till he died? I mean, come on. The worst part is the what ifs. What if I found him sooner? What if I'd questioned my mom's story when I was younger? What if I had one day, just one fucking day, to tell him I loved him, that I didn't hate him, that I was sorry for believing the worst? I'll never get that chance. He's gone. I'm left with this void, this ache that won't go away. I got a decent life now, a job, a partner who's good to me, therapy that helps, but the shit with my dad, it's like a wound that won't heal. I don't know how to mourn someone I never knew, someone I was robbed of knowing. That's tough. I trying to figure that out myself, Sarah. The best thing you can do is not blame yourself. The purpose of all of this is so that you know and we know that it was them. It's not our fault. It's them. You are a child. 13, 15. Oh, you must have let him on. Like, fuck you, bitch. And unfortunately, this isn't even out of the norm on this channel with stories like this. We've heard this over and over and over again. That's why I'm writing to you, Olly. I need your advice. How do I deal with this? How do I grieve a father I never got to have? How do I stop hating myself for not figuring it out sooner? You can't. How are you going to figure it out sooner? How? And how do I live with the fact that my mom got away with it? That she's out there living her life, feeling fucking vindicated while I'm picking up the pieces. I want people to hear this story because parental alienation isn't just some buzzword. It's a fucking crime. Destroys kids, rips their hearts out, leaves them blaming themselves for shit they didn't do. My mom wanted to hurt my dad, but I'm the one who paid the price. I'm the one living with the fallout. And your dad died paying the price. You both paid the price. I'm so tired of carrying this anger, this sadness, this guilt. I want to find some peace, but I don't know where to start. What do I do? How do I let go of a father I never had? How do I stop letting my mom's lies define me? I'm kind of counting on you and your subscribers to give me something real, something I can hold on to. And to anyone listening on your channel, if you're a parent pulling this alienation shit, stop. You're not just hurting your ex, you're fucking up your kid's life. And they'll hate you for it when the truth comes out. Trust me, I know. Thanks for reading this, Olly. I hope you can help. Sarah. This is tough. This is a tough read. I don't know, Sarah. I think the first step is accepting that it wasn't your fault. Knowing the truth and deciphering the truth, is going to take years. And unfortunately, you're only 3 years into this. 3 years, 3 years is a long time, but not narcissism. Narcissism and this abuse is a lifetime commitment. It's a lifetime curse. Not to get all Jesus-y and preachy, this is where belief in God comes in. You got to believe your father's in a better place and he's watching and he knows you know. And I would suggest, going to his gravesite, or if he's been cremated and there's ashes, maybe getting those, but going to his gravesite and talking to him. Go to his gravesite and talk to him. Or just talk to him out loud like he's there. Get a picture of him and talk to that. I gave advice to somebody years ago trying to come to terms with what their dead parents did, wanting to confront them about it. They're both dead. What do you do? And this person was somebody whose parents always had the last word. And my suggestion to them was, well, they're buried, right? They're in a grave, yeah. Well, go to the cemetery and go tell them off. Stand there and hold court in the cemetery and talk to the other tombstones like they're, you know what these motherfuckers did? You know what these two right here. And you stand there and you hold court. You talk to the other tombstones. He's like, you know what your neighbors, do you know who's here? Yeah, that's what you did. Oh, you got nothing to say about it now, huh? And it helped. Seemed to have helped a lot. You could do that on a positive level with your dad. Talk to him like he's there. Talk to the picture like he's there. When you're on vacation, bring him, Go to his gravesite. Talk to him. Pour it out. Maybe play this video for him. He might like it. But if you're going to believe he's in a better place, he's already watching me record this video. So maybe he's somehow speaking through me to you right now. At least you got to know the truth that your father loved you, that there was somebody out there willing to fight for you for decades. But your borderline mother. Parental alienation, and that's the whole point of your video. This is something I deal with personally, so this is a tough one for me. So I hope that helped, Sarah. Thank you so much for your contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, or email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched the video over there, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Olly Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.